Alright, now I'm gonna show you how I do lamination. Um, yeah. So I just use a piece of the plan, full size, like glued with like spray glue on a piece of just about whatever. In this case, I use the scrap high density fiber I had. Then I just cut it, bandsaw, sanding until it's flush with our line. And then I nail it, you glue it or whatever to a board. Put some saran wrap here. Excuse me. I've also put some. I've rubbed some wax. You can just use a candle. You rub the candle on the edges of where the piece of balsa will contact. And now I do some of those, which are just some sticks that holds all the pieces of balsa in place while the glue dries. I like to use white glue. I know other people like to use other stuff. I like white glue because it permits me to put some water on the balsa, which obviously softens it. Others use a CA or Duco, but in this particular case, when I have ribs, bulkheads, or whatever to laminate, I like white glue. I like white glue just so I can wet my piece of wood to begin with. Okay, then I'm gonna do these pieces of 1/8 square. Now I just put a line on them on two sides, two opposite sides, and that's mainly so I know which side has been waxed or not. So now just doing this. There you go. Now I use my wax block, and I just rub it on the edge that is not colored. So that's the edge that's going to be protected. There you go. One side. That's the other side. And now I need longer sticks, because now I'm making the bulkheads for the Lateco R 631, and I need longer sticks. Now I've put a bit of wax. There's just a tiny film on it. Now I just rub off the excess and we're done. Now I very carefully cut these to a special length. So now I need longer lengths for all my flat sides here. Make sure you use the lengths that are on the plan. There you go. Alright. Now I'm using some in this particular case I want to use 1/32 by 1/16 4 times to do my bulkheads laminations. So now no fancy anything. These are I bought some from a gentleman that did laser cut at Geneseo, which I highly recommend. Really nice stuff. So I just took 4 pieces, the length I need. Just put them under the faucet. That's it, bing bang. Now I just go like this and remove the excess water. That's it, that's all. And now I'm gonna put white glue. The way I've been taught in guitar making is that you need to put glue on both surfaces. So that is what I'm going to do now. So I just put the big blob Whoops. And then I squish it with my fingers, remove the excess. Now I've got like two strips full of glue. Put them face to face. Make sure they're squished together. There you go. Excess on the table. Take my other one face to face. I slightly squish them, make sure they're in contact. Put my two strips together again so I can put another coat of glue. There you go. Now make sure there's glue everywhere. Go back face to face. There you go. Okay, I just position my pieces here. Remove my excess glue. Take my small strip. I put the red on the exterior. And then on the exterior, but toward the top. So I know that my wax is on the side, so it will not glue to it. Put very light pressure. Put some pins. Just twist around. Now I can cut the excess. Hopefully I will reuse this in a second somewhere else. I think you need very light pressure. If you start pushing too much, you squish the wood, and you also, what I've learned is that you don't have equal pressure. So wherever there's a bit of tension, you squish it down. But if it's actually touching everywhere, just stand back and admire. There you go. That's all. Now I use a scrap piece of wood just to make sure that all my wood is flat against my workboard. I can also confirm that there's no gap between the pieces of wood and that I actually have a glue joint. There you go. That's it. That's all. Now I have this little guy here. I'm putting some alcohol on top just to